Hello and welcome to the Detroit Breakdown. My name is Mark Nishan. I'm with the Renegade Realty Group, and I would like to tell you today about the major roads of Detroit. So what I want to do is give you an understanding historically of how the different roads were built in Detroit and why and what that means to you as an investor. Now you're probably saying, Mark, if I wanted a history lesson, I would have stayed in high school. What is this going to teach me? That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. What we're going to show you is how commerce and history have affected where things are built, and that's going to give you a better sense of what these properties mean to you as an investor. So let's get started. In Detroit, there are 4 major freeways and 5 major avenues. So let's look at the 5 major avenues first. The most popular, best known, is Woodward Avenue. And what this does is it goes up and down from Pontiac. So now all these 5 major avenues had their start as Native American trails and trade routes to port cities and other important destinations I'll tell you about in a second. So Woodward Avenue is the most famous. It's famous for being the first section of paved highway in America. So I think from 6 to 7 Mile was the first section of paved road in America. And then later it had the first 3-colored traffic light as well. Lots of history surrounding Woodward, and it divides Detroit into the west side and the east side. So if you hear somebody talk about west side, southwest, they're talking about south, the southern part of Detroit, west of Woodward, and you've got the east side. And of course, Detroit and Wayne County are gigantic. Probably 2 more whiteboards in either direction fill up Wayne County. So we're just concentrating on downtown for now. Future videos, I'm going to break down all that stuff. But for right now, let's concentrate on this. So, Woodward Avenue, the main one. It runs sort of northwest. Everything sort of is perpendicular to the river. And in the very first settlers here, they had these ribbon farms, and the Detroit's wards are still based on that. And they were very long, narrow strips of land that went up like this from the river. Woodward's part of the old Saginaw Trail that the Native Americans used and the early settlers. It goes straight to Pontiac. Grand River goes straight to Lansing, which is the capital city. Michigan Avenue goes to Chicago. Gratiot Avenue goes up to Port Huron, which is in the thumb. People from Michigan say it looks like a thumb. Well, up here at the very top of the thumb where it connects to Canada, there's a river that goes through. So Port Huron is up there, another trade port. And then Jefferson goes all the way around the side, and it goes up to Mount Clemens. So these were all important trade routes way back in the day. And so it makes sense that the oldest parts of the city cluster around here. They all come together in this sort of hub, and they spread out like the spokes of a wagon wheel. And that's going to be important when we look at downtown too, because it's shaped like a wagon wheel. So our downtown is right where all these roads come together. And then you have this Woodward corridor. And right now, this is where all the major development is taking place, up to somewhere around here, to the north end area. That's really hot. So, as development has gone northward and these prices have gotten really high and things have become picked over, things are starting to go outward. And we'll talk about the different neighborhoods there. But I wanted to give you the 5 major avenues, boom, 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 and then the 4 major freeways. So, the northern bound of Detroit is 8 Mile Road, and then we've got 7 Mile, 6 Mile, and it used to go all the way down. They've been given different names and chopped up over the years, but 8 Mile is the one to understand, right? That is the movie, Eminem's famous movie, and as soon as you get north of 8 Mile, you're into Ferndale, Royal Oak, the burbs, right? This is the big dividing line. And further up here is 696, which is known as the ditch sometimes. That's another important dividing line. Anyway, we got 75 is the main north-south. This goes all the way down to Florida, as a matter of fact, but it comes right through. You can do a little loop, 375 down the downtown area there, or you just keep going down through Ohio and all the way to Florida. 94 goes all the way up the east side and comes all the way down and goes to Chicago. You've got the Lodge, which comes down here and goes up into North Burbs, and then 96, which comes from Lansing, goes down here and goes to Canada. All right, so you can see there's a lot of routes to just get into the city and then back out. There's not a whole lot crossways. You got to take roads. But that's the basic breakdown of the city. So for the next videos, I'm going to start diving into these different neighborhoods and some of the circle roads that developed as Detroit grew and expanded from its origins in the late 1700s all the way up to the present day. So I hope you found this video educational. I would love to do a lot more of these. I'm planning on putting together a whole bunch of videos. So please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and in the comments let me know what you're looking for as an investor, what you'd like to know about Detroit. And if I can help you out, being boots on the ground, going to look at houses for you, comping properties, or even just telling you about the different parts of Detroit, please reach out to me. My name is Mark Nishan, and you can reach me at 248-709-0160. Like I said, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.